website. I've decided to do another get dressed with me type video because so many of you talk about what do I do to get the skin that I've got. Now I know a lot of you say it has to do with genes. I think not so much. I know a lot of you say it has to do with genes. I spent 20 years in Africa. My skin should look like leather. Now I haven't even washed it this morning, but I just wanted to show you how I put it on, how I put my makeup on, but also how I mix my makeup because I make my own makeup. In a separate video I'm going to test an eye palette that I bought. Here we go. The first thing is that I clean my face just with a wet wipe. I found that works for me. Now we know that everybody does their own thing with makeup, so if this is not how you do it, that's fine. Just so many people ask me, how did I get the skin I've got? And as I said, I really have not deserved it because I have never ever been one to put the right stuff on my face or whatever. And I only started this regimen, I would say probably 10 years ago. And if I look at photographs of my skin 10 years ago and now, it definitely is a whole lot better. Okay, so part of what I'm doing here is to really sort of get the blood flowing a bit as well. Can you see that? Because what I'm trying to do is just scrape off any excess, obviously, but also I'm putting quite a bit of effort into it just to get the blood circulating, doing the right things here. Okay, and I did get some stuff off there. That's good. Very simply, the second thing I do is I've got a little jar here that I keep, and the reason I keep it is that I put my, I use the Lubriderm shea and enriching cocoa butter. Now that sounds like it's greasy, but it isn't. And all I do is I just put some into a little container, maybe once or twice a week, just like that. Now the reason I put it in the little container is because then all I do when I get dressed is I take my brush and I just dip it in. This is just the right size. And then I look really pretty. And I just work that in. Now, again, I know that there are right ways and wrong ways to do it. This is just my way. So I really cover my face with moisturizer because at my age, the time that I'm making this video, I'm 70. And I should really have incredibly thick lines. One of my viewers, Emma, actually talked about it at a broadcast I was doing and saying, wow, can't believe you don't have any lines on your face. Well, I tried to find some laughter lines and I have got some, but very few. All right, so that's done. Now the next thing I do is I make my own foundation. And today I'm going to make some just to show you. And I bought some loose powder. That's the first thing I start with. So what I'm using today is the Fit Me. And I'm going to make it in two different colors. I'm going to use this one, which you can see is number 35. And also going to use number 5. So I've got a light one, a dark one, and the mixture of the two will make the medium. Does that make sense? So that's basically what I do, and it's very simple. I'm going to just take a little bit of the powder and I'm going to put it into the lid. I'm going to take a little bit of that Lubriderm and just put it in the lid, and I'm going to mix it up. Now normally I don't do it this way. I will mix up some and put it in a container, but just to show you today, I thought I'd quickly do it this way. Okay, so I've just mixed it up like this, and I'm going to put it in the highlight areas. So what I've got is basically, oh, I also put it over my eyelids. So now what I've got is tinted moisturizer. That's really what it is. Agreed? Oh, I forgot a few places, didn't I? Under my eyes would be a good idea. So I do a sort of reverse 7 under my eyes, there and there. Okay, so you've got where I put that. So then we're going to take the darker colour and mix that up. And I'm just literally taking a little bit of it and mixing it in the lid. There we go. So it's just like that. And then that I'm going to put here, 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 and here. I think that's where I put it. You know, when you don't think about what you're doing. Oh, actually, I do put it there, but you don't normally see it because of the way my hair flows. And then, of course, I'm going to put it here and here. So, pretty easy. Now, just to finish off, I'm going to put a bit more moisturizer in there, and I'm just going to load up the brush a bit. And now I've got a third colour, if you can see that. And this colour I am going to keep in another little jar, and I'm just going to clean off my brush and now I've got tomorrow's base colour. Right, so I'm not wasting anything, and it's all moisturizer based. Easy. Right, next thing. Again, just cleaning off the brush. Now, what I do is while I am waiting for the moisturizer to absorb, I just got a glop of it under my nose here. And what will happen is the moisturizer will absorb into my skin and just leave the powder, which basically is what I want. And what I was asked was, does it clog? And the answer is no. I normally use mineral powders, so that, you know, they're very light. And I think that by using them with the moisturizer, it just seems to get an even, you know, you're not using nearly as much, and it gets a very even distribution from my experience. Okay, time for a quick sip of coffee. So now you know how I do my moisturizer and foundation.